We all were at the top of our game, but we all spent, another 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes after training practicing free kicks or shots or whatever, little kind of things in our game we need to kind of, it's going fine, but we just don't kind of lose sight and just kind of tick over and make sure everything's okay. So we never dropped off.
A new year brought more of the same from Arsenal. Pires and Henry tortured the Borough defence on the 10th of January to launch a 9-match winning streak. Thierry Henry scored 9 times in those 9 games. Better strikes than this are rarely seen in any season.
We knew, even when we were 1-0 down, Thierry Henry had not scored yet, but that will happen at some stage. So it is like a booster of the confidence of the team. Because at some stage we were even 2-0 down. Everybody looked at him, but what are you waiting for? We expect you to do something now about it, and that's what happened most of the time.
Against Southampton at Highbury, Henry reached a notable milestone, scoring his 100th Premier League goal, and soon his 101st.
We knew we had players who can change the game very quickly. So we never give up. We kept playing and hoping that chance would come along. And very often it did. And, we took the chances. But, yeah, that was always important. If you go goal down, showing character to get back into the game. But we had loads of that. We had loads of character in that dressing room.
They showed this at Chelsea, falling behind after 27 seconds, but fighting back to take all 3 points. The good results continued, as did Henry's personal goal of the season competition, including this contender against Blackburn. 3 successive home games followed, the first against Bolton, and for once Henry was denied. But Arsenal's on 29 league matches unbeaten since the start of the season, equaling the feats of Leeds in the 70s and Liverpool in the 80s.
There were so many options in the final third, and there was an urgency and a desire to win games and win them early. And any Arsenal fan that sat in his chair in those days at Highbury, he knew he came to watch some serious stuff.
Highbury was a great stadium. I mean, just walking out there before the game, you was in the tunnel, you were shoulder to shoulder with the other team. And they would look across and say, God, blimey, they've got Dennis Bergkamp and Thierry Henry, we're going to have a real one. We really looked like we was up for it as well a lot of the time in that tunnel. So a lot of games maybe have won in the tunnel.
Games against Manchester United would have to be won. Louis Saha's late equaliser prevented victory, but the result meant the Gunners equalled Burnley's record of unbeaten games in a season, set in 1921. Liverpool were next to visit Highbury. Thierry Henry tore them apart with his first hat-trick of the season.
And I think that season, he was coming to a time when he's so mature as a player. He's learned all the way through his career. From '99 when he first signed for Arsenal, he had 5 years now. And now he's confident about his own ability, and he knew he could score every week.
A week later, Henry scored 4 as Arsenal demolished Leeds in one of the most comprehensive team performances ever seen in English football. It left them 10 points clear with 5 games remaining.
He had a spell where he was unplayable, because even in the training sessions, it was embarrassing for the defenders. He just scored when he wanted. And I told him sometimes, don't provoke too much the defenders, because these are proud boys and they get quite angry if you just score every time. So we had a spell that was just unstoppable.
Whatever I was trying that day was coming off, so it's one of those nights. You don't want the ref to blow the whistle. You want to play that game all your life. It was a special night, yeah.
On April 25th, Chelsea's defeat at Newcastle ensured that in the North London derby, Arsenal needed only a draw to guarantee the club's 13th league title. Things went to plan as they gained a 2-0 lead after 35 minutes. Vieira with a goal worthy of champions. Spurs spoil Arsenal's title party.
At the very beginning, we had some warning to not obviously celebrate over there. But then when I saw them, when they scored, they came back 2-2. And I saw them, it seems like they won the World Cup final. And I think they didn't realize that we were actually winning the title at their ground.
They scored last minute to make it 2-2. And it was celebration time, really. I mean, we was over the moon. It was a great season. And to top it all off, winning at White Hart Lane was great for the fans. I mean, you know, I remember them staying behind for a good hour, and we were celebrating on the pitch.
You know, I was jumping up and down because, not because it was at Tottenham, but it's you know, you got a little bit of that, but I was respectful when I came out afterwards, but I was just over the moon that we've won the championship and won the Premiership, and I was just saying, wow, this is what it's all about, you know, because it was such a pressure game, and to win it there for the Arsenal fans, it's a dream.
And it was great to see, but we still had, you know, it was a weird situation because we wanted to go out and celebrate. We've done our bit now, we've won the league. We want to just go out and have a party for 2 weeks, but it was one of, we had to keep our focus because obviously the unbeaten season was still available. And that was the hardest 4 games we had to play because just to keep yourself focused, you know, we knew we was going to try and create a history we could by going unbeaten. So that was a really tough period.
Fittingly, the goals on the final day of the season against already relegated Leicester City were provided by Henry, who scored his 30th of the campaign from the penalty spot, and the captain Patrick Vieira. They capped one of the most remarkable achievements in football history.
I believe forever these boys will be remembered. When you take a little bit the distance, historical distance, it looks to be a huge achievement.
It was a big pleasure for me to be the captain of these players. We know how good we are as a team, and we just have to perform to show to everybody how strong we are. And of course, when you win games, that makes it easy, you know.
To be honest, I think everyone will always remember this Arsenal side because of the way we were playing as well. But I don't think they would have remembered it that much if we didn't win anything.
Arsenal's unbeaten league run lasted 49 games and into the following season before it was ended at Old Trafford. They would gain revenge in the cup final, giving Wenger the 4th FA Cup win of his reign to go with 3 league titles. For many, though, his prime legacy will be the memories of this extraordinary season.